Now for Theater DNA's Top 10. Today's Top 10 looks at our favorite chandeliers around the world. Number 10. The Apple Tower Theater in Los Angeles, California. We kick off the Top 10 with a short walk from our offices in downtown Los Angeles to the historic Tower Theater, which has been restored and adapted into a flagship retail experience. The beloved local landmark was designed by S. Charles Lee and opened in 1927 as the first theater in Los Angeles wired for sound. The theater's French Baroque Revival architecture style, with its unique plasterwork and gold embroidering, were inspired by one of the other venues on our list. The lobby's stained glass window with filmmaking elements and the Art Deco crystal chandelier harkens back to the era of Hollywood's golden age. Number 9. The Gabriel Chandelier at Versailles. This unconventional chandelier is a contemporary masterpiece created by Parisian designers Ronan and Aaron Gourlec. The piece is over 12 meters high and consists of 3 suspended strands that elegantly drape into the void of the staircase. Hundreds of Swarovski crystals illuminated by LED fixtures creates a haloed diffused wash effect. Number 8. The Bolshoi Theater in Moscow, Russia. This gilded chandelier was constructed in 1856 and holds a commanding presence due to its 24,000 crystal pendants and sheer size. This jewel of Mother Russia is 6.5 meters in diameter, 8.5 meters tall, and weighs 2 tons. The 3-tiered chandelier was originally illuminated by 300 oil lamps, and each of the pendants had to be cleaned by hand. Needless to say, the house crew was overjoyed when electricity was invented. Number 7. The Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque. Located in Oman, the Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque is the second largest mosque in the world, made from 300,000 tons of Indian sandstone and able to accommodate 20,000 worshippers. The chandelier located in the men's prayer hall is 45 feet tall and 26 feet wide and weighs around 9 tons, making it the heaviest chandelier on our list. It's adorned with 600,000 crystals and has an internal staircase for workers to perform maintenance on its 100 lamps. Number 6. Cosmos at the Stravros Niarchos Hall. The Stravros, designed by Renzo Piano, is one of the best contemporary opera houses in Europe. Its signature red-stained anti-gray wood paneling make a dramatic design statement of transitioning from the traditional to the new. Further accentuating that design aesthetic is the Stravros chandelier, which is a mobile sculpture by Japanese artist Susumu Shingu entitled Cosmos. The chandelier gently exists suspended in the auditorium before traveling upwards before performances. Number 5. The Opera House at the Kennedy Center. Designed for grand opera, ballet, and musicals, the Opera House is home to the Washington National Opera, as well as the annual Kennedy Center Honors Gala. The magnificent auditorium is adorned with a starburst crystal chandelier designed by the world-famous Lobmeyer crystal fabricators. The iconic chandelier was a gift from the government of Austria and is constructed with over 12,000 crystals, 130 crystal bursts, and 2,000 light bulbs. It is a luminescent treasure fitting for the nation's capital. Number 4. The Duchess in the Rialto Theater. This classic movie palace theater along historic Route 66 is the home to North America's largest chandelier, affectionately named the Duchess. The Duchess is just one of the theater's 32 chandeliers, but make no mistake, she reigns supreme over the others. The 8-arm chandelier is 22 feet tall, weighs 2.5 tons, and is crafted with thousands of Czechoslovakian crystal prisms. This old royal gets cleaned twice a year, which takes 10 hours from start to finish by the time the chandelier is lowered, cleaned, and Her Highness is sent back up. Number 3. The Metropolitan Opera House at Lincoln Center. Arguably, the most iconic theater in America is the Metropolitan Opera House, or the Met. The auditorium is fan-shaped and decorated in gold and burgundy with seating for nearly 4,000 patrons. Similarly, over 4,000 squares of gold leaf cover the domed petal-shaped ceiling from which the chandeliers hang. The 21 Lobmeyer chandeliers were donated by the government of Austria and were designed to resemble constellations with sparkly moons and satellites spraying out in all directions. 12 of the chandeliers in the auditorium are on motorized winches and raised to the ceiling prior to the performances so as not to obstruct sight lines of the audience on the upper levels. Number 2. The Paris Opera House. Designed by Charles Garnier, The bronze and crystal chandelier at the Paris Opera House is a diva of a fixture, weighing in at 7 tons. Early critics feared it would obstruct the view of the stage because it was so big. We do have to admit our favoritism towards this chandelier for its dramatic ties to the Broadway classic Phantom of the Opera. You can never forget the experience of its replica falling from the ceiling at the end of Act 1 and feeling your heart skip a beat. And now we reach number 1, the Moody Chandelier in the Winspear Opera House. We give our number 1 spot to a chandelier that is not only visually awe-inspiring, but a technical marvel as well. Designed by Claude R. Engel in collaboration with Foster & Partners, the chandelier replicates a night sky that allows viewers to stargaze when retracted. But upon cue, the audience is delighted with a shower of shooting stars as the 300 acrylic rods descend magically from the ceiling, pulsing with color from side-emitting fiber optic technology. Above the ceiling is a void, where the rods retract into individual tubes. Another level higher is the machine room, housing 44 hoists mounted around the circumference of a ring. Each hoist lifts up to 8 rods, providing up to 60 feet of travel. The individual rods are suspended by a custom cable providing power, data, and suspension in a single 1/4-inch matte black cable. The Moody Chandelier's rods can be configured into multiple shapes using customizable set points. And the chandelier even has its own Ascension soundtrack, The Lights Are Rising, composed by Moody Chandelier. And this wraps up our top 10. Thank you for watching our video. For more content on theater room design and planning, please visit us on social media or on our website.